burning their money in wastebaskets and listening to the terror through the wall, who got busted in their pubic beards returning through Laredo with a belt of marijuana from New York, who ate fire in paint hotels and drank turpentine, Paradise Alley, death, or purgatory their torsos night after night with dreams, with drugs, with waking nightmares, alcohol and cock and endless balls, incomparable blind streets of shuddering cloud and lightning in the mind leaping toward poles of Canada and Patterson, illuminating all the motionless world of time between, peyote solidities of halls, backyard green tree cemetery dawns, wine drunkenness over the rooftops, storefront burrows of tea-head joyride, neon blinking traffic light, sun and moon and tree vibrations in the roaring winter dusks of Brooklyn, ashcan rantings and kind king lights of mine, who chained themselves from subways for the endless ride from Battery to Holy Bronx on Benzendream, into the noise of wheels and children brought them down, shuddering, mouth racked and battered, bleak of brain, all drained of brilliance in the drear lights of Zoo, who sank all night in submarine light of Bickford's floated out and sat through the stale beer afternoon in desolate Fugazis, listening to the crack of doom on the hydrogen jukebox, who talked continuously 70 hours from park to pad, to bar, to Bellevue, to museum, to the Brooklyn Bridge. Lights.
Working on it.
Lights.
Working on it.
Lights. Do you have matches?
No. Oh, Andy, remember that Billy's waiting for us at Max's? We can take my Mercedes, park it right in front. Do you like my new earrings? They're from Paraphernalia. Yeah? Get ready. Well, are you going to play for us? You know we need to be constantly entertained. I think Andy's art is brilliant. Don't you too?
Oh, Edie. What is art? Why would you do that?
Well, you're into this whole Zen emptiness thing. Just the same things over and over. Sleep, empire, blowjob. A kind of Zen repetition.
Ah. What do you mean?
You just change the colors around. Marilyn Monroe with a fuchsia face, or green, or Ethel Skull with 10 shades of hair. Shoes, plus Campbell soup cans, the colors of the rainbow.
I don't consider myself an ideal man, Alan. The most wonderful thing about living is being dead.
Well, that's a strange question to ask. You really want to know about my dreams? Well, I had this one recurring dream. I had to walk down thousands and thousands of white marble stairs, just going for miles and miles. nothing but a very blue sky. Don't you think that's strange? Well, while I was superstar and girl of the year and all that crap, well, everything I did was really out of psychological disturbance. I had to make a mask out of my face because I didn't realize I was quite beautiful. I was very upset. Two of my brothers had committed suicide. Two that I love very much. And I'd freak out in this very physical way. You know, I had all these maneuvers. I had to wear heavy black eyelashes like bat wings, and I had to glow in the dark. I cut all my hair off, and it was all taken as fashion. Well, yes, and drugs. Drugs were like strawberries and peaches. Have you ever analyzed something so much that you forget the difference between what's real and what you've created? Well, Dr. Bishop was my methadone supplier and my vitamin fixer, and he committed me to the care of Dr. Cott, who worked at Gracie Square, which was a private mental hospital. But I ran away. But none of my old connections would give me anything. But I met this other doctor, this new fixer and vitamin pusher and acid shooter. He asked me if I wanted to shoot up with him. It was quite mind-blowing, really, because I didn't even know him. So he closed up his office and we took off up the coast in his Aston Martin. I was hallucinating. I told him I saw these rich embroidered curtains and some kind of wispy pattern. It was like cotton being pulled apart, or lace, or cobwebs. And all these crazy flashlight arrows would dart by. And he thought that we were in the Middle Ages, and I was some sort of princess. We made love until the morning, and it was just going insane. And well, until he realized, it was 7, he had to get back to his office. So we came back, and I was so stoned I had a hard time coming down. Well, something very strange happened. I didn't know I was going to say it. I said out loud that I wish I was dead. And the reason I said it was all of that love and the beauty and the ecstasy of that whole experience, well, it was quite alien to me. I didn't even know him. I mean, it was a one night. He was married and had children, and well, I didn't think it was worth living if I was just going to be alone again. Walking down thousands and thousands of white marble stairs with nothing, just a blue sky and some cotton clouds and birds with bat wings like curtains, and I had to walk down those stairs forever. I mean, I never thought about them going up. I never thought about them going up. I mean, don't you think that means something?
Pop art. Movies that are considered underground. These are two faces of a movement no party in New York City is considered a success unless they are there. It's hard to describe this young lady, Miss Edie Sidgwick, and this man, Mr. Andy Warhol. One is a beautiful actress, calls herself a superstar. The other is the creator of pop art. We are here with two of the leading exponents in this new scene. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a warm welcome. Oh, I didn't know you were going to be so formal. I would have taken my tie off.
Well, I can hardly breathe.
What's the matter? Is the temperature too warm?
Well, it's It's so nerve-wracking.
Is it nerve-wracking?
Well, all these people, I'm not used to being in front of all these people.
Oh, these are friendly people. Very friendly.
I mean, it's a little frightening, you know? It's not easy being us now, is it?
Do you want us to blow at you?
No, I feel better.
Good evening, Andy.
Oh, I have to warn you, Andy won't say a word.
Really? Why?
Well, he's not used to being on this side of the camera, so he thought it would be better if he whispered the answers to me, and then I'll tell them to you.
Well, can I listen while he whispers?
No, I will tell them to you.
All right. Andy, do you feel the public has insulted your art?
No.
Why not?
I haven't thought about it.
It doesn't bother you at all, then?
No.
Do you think pop art has sort of reached a point where it's become repetitive now?
Yes.
Do you think it could break away from being pop art?
No.
Andy, people think of you as the perfect pop artist without really knowing what that means or what your work is about. I'd like to talk a little bit more about paintings and things you did before, because I think there's something that needs to be explained there to the public, which has at this point a certain expression of you which I don't think it's the one you'd want them to have. Is that right?
What?
Does it matter to you that the public feels one way or another towards you?
What do you mean? I don't understand. I feel so empty inside. Well, why don't you say the words and they can just come out of my mouth?
No, don't worry about
No,
that.
I think it'd be so nice if you could just tell me the words and I could just repeat it.
Why don't I ask you some questions and you can give me some answers?
But you have to repeat the answers too.
All right, but I don't know the answers. Okay, you. Before you did silk screens, you made other paintings of some sort. You made comic strips, right?
Yeah, I made comic strips before I did the silkscreen things.
And then you made some other paintings and things that...
And then I made...
were they not done mechanically? What were they?
I guess I made magazines.
And then you made...
And then I made,
things like...
things like,
are you just going to carry on?
yeah.
Goodbye.